Échale, mijo.
Chris and Holly need to be shut off completely. You people who are supporting them should have your heads examined. Seriously. They both were offered jobs and a place to stay rent-free for 3 months. They made every excuse in the world why they couldn't take the jobs and turn them down. If that doesn't show you what kind of people they are, nothing will. They have no desire to help themselves. All they want to do is drink beer, smoke weed, and let others support them. Chrissy Poo has no desire to be a true man and support his family. The only reason he's acting like he's building something now is because we've been calling him out. You don't wonder why he's waited all this time to even start doing what he's doing now? Because the longer they could put it off, the longer the money would come flowing in, and the longer they could sit on their asses doing nothing but getting drunk or high. I can't believe people don't have enough common sense or moral values to cut them off and quit funding sluggards.
I think a lot of Chris and Holly's supporters are going to be very surprised and shocked when they discover what's really going on behind the scenes. Yeah, there's some shenanigans going on, and it's about to be exposed. So a lot of you who've been working this scam with them, especially you people who've been talking your senior residents into funding these low-life scumbags, are going to get a real dose of reality. It's going to be very easy to prove, and whoever has been involved is going down. And you're going down hard. Judges don't take kindly to people who scam the elderly and take advantage of them. You're looking at some very serious prison time. Like Kevin says, don't drop the soap.
Let me ask you supporters of Chris and Holly a question. Don't you feel proud of yourselves? With so many families going without, so many families who can't afford the basic needs, who go hungry every day, people who are trying, people who are doing what they can to help themselves, so many people truly in need, that you send money to Chris and Holly, people who do nothing to help themselves, people who refuse to work, people who do nothing but sit around and get drunk or high? You must be so proud. Yes, that's really something to be proud of, funding this lazy-ass lifestyle, letting others support them while they do nothing to help themselves. Yes, that's really something to be proud of.
So, Chris is building a house now, huh? I really hope you people are smart enough to realize it's all an act. You don't think so? Well, let me enlighten you. In Virginia, there are laws that state that you can camp on your own property for no longer than 14 days within a 30-day period. The law prohibits you from living in a tent, a vehicle, or any other space that would not be considered a space to provide you with suitable living conditions. In other words, it must meet certain specifications and codes in order to be considered habitable for an extended period. It is legal to stay in an RV on a permanent basis. They have been given an RV. That being the case, why is Chrissy Poo going through the charade of building this shack which they legally cannot live in long term? He's either too stupid to understand the laws, or he's just putting on an act to keep you guys sending them money and gift cards. I'm betting on the latter.
I cannot believe that many of you have been following these filthy, lazy, no-class people for over 5 years, and you have yet to see through their scam. And it most assuredly is a scam. The truth is, they do not appreciate anything you do for them. They are entitled and expect it now. There was one video where apparently someone told them they would pay for a P.O. box. They went to the post office and it hadn't been paid for. Chrissy Poo got on camera whining and crying and chastised the viewers because it hadn't been paid for like he expected. Then someone paid for and provided them a motel room. They walked in and Chrissy Poo says, "This isn't up to our usual standards." And that's the people you want to keep sending money to? People who appreciate nothing. People who are perfectly willing to sit on their asses while others support them. You people who support that, do you rob banks as well? Are you really on their level that you support what they do?
I was so disgusted the other day when I learned how Holly responded to a kind lady who had lost her daughter to a drunk driver. The lady was just offering friendly advice, telling Holly how she needed to spend as much time with her son as she could. Holly responded with, LOL. Someone losing their daughter is funny? Holly, are you really that much of an unsympathetic bitch? You don't deserve what you get from your supporters. In fact, you don't deserve a damn thing. Oh wait, there is one thing you deserve. You both deserve to get your lazy asses to work and learn to support yourselves. The entire homestead idea is just a scam. You should know you can't live in a shack on a permanent basis. This whole thing is simply a scam to keep procrastinating so the money and gift cards will keep rolling in. Some of you people need to wake up and smell the bullshit. And another thing, I know that a lot of you are sending money because of Elian. Aren't you smart enough or observant enough to see the money is not benefiting him, but his selfish, lazy parents? They go out to eat and gorge themselves on food while Elian is forced to take scraps off of their plates. You send him clothes, but instead of giving him new, clean clothes to wear, they take and sell them while Elian is forced to run around in his old rags. I've heard many people talk about the fact they never see him wear what was sent. Your money is not going toward Elian. It's going toward providing them beer, weed, tattoos, piercings, and whatever else Chris and Holly want. They never put their child first. It's always what they want. So if you're sending them money because of the kid, you're just pissing your money away. Wake up, people. Take a good long look at reality and see what you're truly funding.
What I don't understand is why people would support thieves. How many times have we seen them steal things and sell them for money? They break into someone's home that they claim is abandoned, steal their furniture and sell it. Steal lumber that is in the yard that was probably going to be used for renovation, load it on his truck, and drive away. They film themselves stealing things from in front of a Walmart and selling them at a yard sale. And you people think that's okay. Seriously? You really think that supporting thieves is okay? That just shows what a warped and twisted world we live in. You people have no idea how much money they have coming in, you really don't. I guess some people just love to support low-life scum because that's exactly what these people are. In fact, that might be an insult to scum. These are the trashiest, most dishonest human beings I've ever seen. And trust me, that takes some real doing.
As one viewer suggested, if I was a cop, I would not go anywhere around Holly without a full roll of duct tape. And in fact, I'd make sure it was that strong Gorilla Tape. That way, if she started mouthing off and sounding like a screech owl or fingers on a chalkboard, I could tape her mouth shut. It might take the entire roll, but eventually she would be silenced. I can tell you one thing. If that loudmouth excuse for a human being started mouthing off at me, by the time I got done, she might be mistaken for the mummy. Then I'd get Big Bubba to sit on her face and fart. However, no more than they bathe, I doubt she'd be able to differentiate the smell, so probably wouldn't even notice. Yeah, put that on YouTube so your followers will feel sorry for you and send you even more money you don't deserve. I wonder if the other people in the restaurants where you eat can smell your stench. I would imagine it's pretty damn bad.
I want to end with this thought. How can you people, who have seen who these people really are, have seen them gloat and smirk about getting the things they get without appreciating a thing, still support them? People who laugh about someone's child getting killed. People who do nothing but sit around getting drunk and high all day. People who complain about a room not being up to their standards when someone was kind enough to provide them the motel room. People who were offered jobs and a place to stay rent-free but were too lazy to take advantage of the offer and dig themselves out of the hole they're in. People who have no motivation, no desire to help themselves, no desire to provide their child a normal life. How can you support that and still live with yourself? How can you look at yourself in the mirror every day? Do you have no conscience? Are you on the same moral level as them? You really need to think through what you're continuing to create. Take a long, honest look at it and ask yourself why you're funding a scam.